Hello everyone. In last video we have seen how to debug the code in JavaScript. In this video I will be explaining you add event listener. First of all, what is a event? So event is nothing but a some action and like a button click or mouse over mouse leave. So anything. What is add event listener? So add event listener will attaches the event to the specified element without overwriting the existing events. Now let us see. So I have one index.html file and I just added one button and three paragraphs and one update.js file I have. As usual, we have these two files in last sessions also and common.css just I have written for styling the button. I just launch this. How to launch? Right click and open with live server. I have the button check and the paragraph default message. The first paragraph I have a default message. So now what I do, I will just write a function that will change the default constant set message. This is function expression. Function. We need to change the value of this paragraph. So we need to get the ID of the paragraph. So I just access the paragraph here. P1 equal to how to do document dot get element by ID. When you are using ID, we need to use the get element by ID. Same way, I will access other paragraphs also. So other paragraphs having the ID P2, P3 and the button. So button having the ID button check and this one button check and I will change and I have the set message here and I want to change the value of paragraph 1 when you click on the button. So P1 dot inner text equal to value change button click. Now here we need to call that function. So what event will fire when you click on the button? On click is the event name that will going to fire when you click the button. Here set message and now go and run it. You can see value got changed. So this is normal, nothing new. And here I am going to use the add event listener and I will add some events to the button. So when you want to add some events to the existing element programmatically, that time you have to use the add event listener. What is the syntax of add event listener? Add event listener will have the three parameters. First one is string parameter, that is event name. So we need to mention the event name that we are going to use. So here event name and which is string and the function. We need to specify the function that is going to be called when event occurs. So here function name and last one is whether you want to execute this in event capturing phase or bubbling phase. So I will explain what is event capturing and event bubbling in another video. Here you can pass true or false, any value you can, and this value is abstract. So this is the syntax, basic syntax of that. So first one is the event name, which is nothing but a string parameter. Second one is the function name that is going to be called when event occurs. And third one is whether you want to execute this event in the capturing phase or bubbling phase. And this value is abstract. I will add mouse over event to the button. How to add it? Add event listener. So we have button already. So button check dot add event listener is the predefined method for every element, even for the window object. Add event listener and here mouse over and after that we need to write the function or we need to provide the function. So I'm just writing function and comma true. So you can pass true or false depends on your requirement. And here within the function brackets I am going to write some code that going to be executed when you mouse over on the button. So I want to change the paragraph 1 background color. How to change? P1 dot style dot background color, or let's say P2. And I want to set some value to it before that. P2 dot inner text equal to on mouse over. Now go and check on mouse over, it set some value, and this will fire each time when you mouse over it, not just one time, because it is already set here the value to the paragraph. So we are not seeing that in the action, but so whenever you take the mouse over to the button, this function will be called. So for example, console here, and see, I am fired now one time, two time, three time, four time. So each time you took the place, this function, the function, whatever we set for the mouse over event will be called. I will set one more event, mouse leave. Now on mouse leave, instead of orange, maybe I will use yellow. Now we can see very clearly. On mouse over, it is value on mouse over and orange color. It is on mouse leave, and you can see I am fired again, I am fired again. See now. So these events will call the function each time when you mouse over and mouse leave. So call these specific functions. This is so far so good. So now we have added functions to the three events. Like on click already we have, and mouse over we have already calling the set message when you click on the button. Initially I mentioned that add event listener will not override the existing events. So we will see in practical. Now I will add one more event to the button, that is click event. Here we are already having the one function which is going to be called when you click on the button. So when you click on the check, we are already calling the set message and setting the value. I am going to add the click event one more time, and this should not override the existing. Let's see. Button check dot add event listener. So what is the event name? It is click, not on click. When you're writing here event name, you should mention click. And function, and you can pass, as I said, true or false. Here inside I'll write p3 dot inner text set by. Now see, by default we have the default message, and as usual, if I click the check, it will call the set message, and it will change the value, and it should call this also, and this event should not override this event. See, this set message also called, and the same way the new method, a new function whatever we added, that also been called, which means it is not override the existing event. That is the very important point that we need to remember. We have written the function and its implementation also here itself in the add event listener method, but it's not looking so clean, and you will have the difficult time when you want to do the unit testing, and if you want to call this function outside the this add event listener, you can't call it because it is not having any name. It is anonymous function. For better readability and reusability, better we write this function outside, and we specify that same function name in the add event listener. How to do that? Constant, I'll write the function expression on button mouse over equal to, you can give any name, function, and I just cut and copy here the entire code. So same way for mouse leave also, and button check. So now we can remove this function, and we just mention on button click. Same way we can remove the function here. We can mention just on button leave. Now This code looks very clean, and if you want to call this function anywhere outside this add event list also you can call, and you can test this using unit testing also. Now this code also looks very clean for readability, and it can be reusable also. Thank you for